I count them off even though there's no time. They're rubato, no bar line, and to me that's kind of humorous too because it's like counting off, jumping off a cliff. It's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, ah, splat, you know. But then sometimes it's it's 1, 2, 3, 4, ah, you know. And that's because the melodies within the rubato, which is at this point kind of my favorite way to play. I think it's a natural evolution if you're a rhythmatist, if you're a person into rhythms, because they're by definition the least mechanical. When I say mechanical, I don't mean mechanical like stiff. I mean mechanical like you've done it before.
Sure.
It's based on something that you've done before. So much of music are based on very similar things: the clave, the 2/3, the 3/2, the resolution points, the standards, the melodies, all these, So when it's from zero, a new rhythm, it by definition is less mechanical, and the challenge is to not be on automatic pilot and just do what your body ordinarily does, to be really 100% in the moment. So, as I've gotten better at it, I think in the last 20 years, rubato has been my main focus. Well, I still work on grooves too, especially on the congas where I'm a beginner. I tend to play really simple grooves on the congas. Yeah, I've learned a lot about rubato, and one thing that you don't want all rubato to sound the same.
Yeah.
So sometimes, and in general, when I'm doing time music, I often really enjoyed medium tempos a lot.
Yeah.
It's one thing I liked about Monk's music. There's like bling bling bling. That's kind of medium. A lot of them very medium.
Yeah.
And so I feel that way too with the rubato. So, more or less, again, it's not strict, not meant to be.
Sure.
But so that's been useful sometimes. Tuskegee encouraged me to not even have that much composition, to start really zero and to really stay zero. But sometimes, it's been part of my process as most of my free playing came from grooves and from resolution points. I don't think you ever studied with me privately, did you? But you probably got a little bit of this during the ensembles.
Yeah.
Talk about resolution points.
I got a lot out of that.
Mastering the 8 points in the bar. Well, of course, first just doing with eighth note says your grid of time.
Yeah.
So if you got a one, pick a bang, da da da, and do 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 do, bang, chicka bang bang, bang, tick it, bang, back, gag, tick it out, do 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 do, bang, and chick it, and on so on and so forth. I could do all day on that shit. I used to.
Yeah.
But now, you can take that and still there if I want it.
Yeah.
Or not. I'm
Sure.
not attached to it. I let it go if it needs to be let go. I let it
Yeah.
go. But I can hold it and still play. It's free or organic. So that was my path to free playing, was through forms.
Sure.
I used to do it on the standards too, and I would always tell people, because I said, don't worry, if you call me for a gig, I won't do this on your gig. Don't worry. I'll play. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a nice guy.
Yeah.
But I would take the bop bedu do de do that's gonna bop do what good to bracading but I get into okada and bri baka uja uita upa uya apu uta to bop but it blah 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 de bat de what go the got that into do bop the bridge de got that the upda and bada epada upda upa uti ba ita ti umbrupi agada uba ba up that in you know.
Yeah.
Say, and don't worry, I do that for my own edumification, for my own development. See?
Yeah.
Learning to internalize forms so strong that you can play anything on. Then you have so I think if for people again who are interested in free playing, I do recommend if you have the patience and the stomach for it and learn to get free on forms first before you get free from no form, from zero.
Sure.
Like absolutely no beginning, no instigation, nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the process, you know. Some people jump to the head of the class, they jump to that and it could be good, They could, I listen to everything with an open mind. But generally I found that the people who were the best free players were great form players, like Rashid Ali, like Coltrane,
Sure.
like Pharaoh,
Yeah.
like Tasiji.